family. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you are in the world. As always, I would like to have a conversation with you all. I'm very careful. I must say this where I'm very careful. Streaming while driving. To do so at all. That goes for texting and driving too. Social media scrolling and driving as well. All right. If you're watching this later, you know what? Let's go ahead and get this thing started. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? This is a good practice to help us to remain grateful for something. Because if we can't find something that we're grateful for, we're going to always find everything to complain about. So what are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? Do you find yourself complaining a lot about anything? So if you one who find yourself complaining about things, are your complaints valid? Are your complaints valid? Meaning, is it worth it? Like, where you might not be where you want to be in life. You might don't have all that you desire. Things may not always go well and as planned, but surely you can find something to be grateful for. Surely you can find something to be grateful for. If my son always complain about what he don't have, complain about this, complaining about that, we might need to cut back on what we do for my man. Because you mean you're not grateful for anything, but you find everything to complain about? Just switch some things up. How do we expect God to constantly do for us, look out for us, make things happen on our behalf if we're always going to Him complaining about everything? Like, when was the last time we went to God thanking Him for something? So let's work on having a heart posture of gratitude. So when it comes down to having a heart of gratitude, not only does it minimize us from complaining about so much. Like, we'll find joy and peace in everyday life. Why? Because it's the small things. It's the small things. It's the small things. So if we're grateful for the small things, then we'll take care of the small things. If we're always complaining about everything. It's like it's nothing that we cherish or find valuable enough for us to be appreciative for. So work on appreciating the small things, having a heart of gratitude. We have a heart of gratitude, our complaining level will begin to decrease. We'll become less stressed. We'll start to become more happier, more joyful for like everyday life. Even when things don't go well for us, because we've made it a lifestyle habit or a habit into a lifestyle of gratitude, then we'll be able to like not just be grateful for the small things, but just find like peace and happiness in life in general, because we won't take anything for granted. We know even the small things is a blessing. Like, this is God, what he has done for us. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so it just gives us a level of peace and happiness in life, less stress and less frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Like, we won't get caught up in the comparison game on social media, or our homegirls or our partners and what they have and what their lives look like and what they have going on. Like, we won't get caught up in that, because like we're grateful for what we have, although we're striving and we're shooting for much more. You know what I'm saying? Like, grateful doesn't mean settling. So we're grateful, but we're not settling. You know what I'm saying? And then it's easier for us to champion the next person on. It's easier to be happy for someone else. When we're comfortable where we are, meaning like we're good where we are, we're grateful where we are, like we champion like our people on, like, go do it, like go make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like you got this. Wow, we're on a mission of making things happen for ourselves. But when we're comparing and we find ourselves ungrateful by everything, complaining about everything, instead of championing the next person on, we frowning our nose up at them. Like, we looking down on them. We low-key talking about them behind their backs. You know what I'm saying? We have these ill feelings towards them. Like, what for? You feel me? Like, for one, you don't know what they've been through to get to where they are, one. And two, what God has for you, God has for you. Just like what he had for them, he had for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so being grateful, knowing that God have something for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, God have abundance for you. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to come on here and encourage you to be more grateful for life in general, even when it's not the perfect life, whose life is perfect. When things not going well for you, like, name someone whose life goes perfect for them all the time. Seems like something's going wrong. When I tell you, everybody struggle with something, where it's like, struggle with the fact that there are seasons of their lives where something always going wrong. Like, you're not the only one. You're not the only one that give it your all and give it your best, and it seems like it's just not enough. Like, there are so many other individuals experience that same thing. You're tired of experiencing losses. Well, guess what? You're not the only one. A lot of individuals experience great losses. Like there's times you want to give up because you feel like it's not fair. Like I guarantee it's a lot of individuals feel that way, and I guarantee it's a lot of individuals felt that way, but they refuse to give up, and because they refuse to give up, now they where they are now. You looking at their lives, it's like, man, like they have it all figured out, although they don't. But I guarantee it was a season in their life, or seasons in their life, where they just wanted to give up, but they didn't. They like, no, this is going to work. It has to work. It's going to get better. It has to get better. Like, this isn't over. It can't be over. There's more to my life, so I'm going to find out what that is. The difference is they stayed in the game fighting. So you have to stay in the game fighting too. Because again, just like God have something for them, God have something for you too. But if we find ourselves complaining about everything, we find very little, if any, to be grateful for. So even what we have is a true blessing, and even what we have is more than probably like the average person have, but we complain about it because it's not enough, or it doesn't look like theirs, or they have more than me, or they're happy looking, their life look like it's more complete than mine, and like, and we can't find peace, happiness, joy, and gratefulness in where we are in life and what we have. So we can't even have the heart posture of being able to keep it pure and going after what we know is ours, because our focus is on what we don't have, and where our focus is, that's where we're depositing our energy in what we don't have. So now, instead of like having this this grateful spirit, this light spirit, this positive spirit, we walk around look like it's a black cloud all over, like over us, hovering above us, because we're upset and mad all the time because life sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's all because we don't find the small things to be grateful for. Failing to realize there are individuals who are homeless, which regardless of how they got there, whether it was choices that they made or whatever it is, like, you have a home, you have somewhere to stay. Like, it's blistering hot outside, and then it's going to be blistering cold outside. Guess what? There's individuals still have to catch the bus to work, to school, go to get groceries. You have a car though, right? So they would die to have a vehicle, even if it's like something to get them to point A to point B, to where they don't have to catch the bus in the rain. It's something to be grateful for. It's something you have that others wish they had. You are in a better position than most individuals are. So it's not right, nor is it fair for us to complain about anything when there's individuals can't go into their restroom and take a nice warm and hot shower when they want to. Don't know where their next meal is coming from. Don't have clean water to drink and take a bath with. You feel me? What are we complaining for? What are we complaining for? So I think we have a lot to be grateful for. I think we have a lot to be grateful for. If only you knew what the next person is dealing with, struggling with, going through, the life that they're experiencing now, the hardship. If only you knew. And some of us couldn't walk a mile in their shoes. So we have nothing to complain about, but be grateful about everything. Because if we complain about everything so much, let's trade our lives with someone who have less, who don't have as much. If we complain about everything so much, let's trade our lives with someone who don't have as much as we do, who's less fortunate than we are. Like let's trade. Let's trade. If we're not willing to trade our lives, our positioning where we are in life with someone who has less, we shouldn't be complaining. We shouldn't. We shouldn't. We shouldn't. Because those same individuals would die to be in our situation, would die to be in our position. People be like, that's rich people problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even when you think about that, it's like every level in life we deal with some set of problems, some problem or another, regardless of what level that is. Like, to be honest with you, like, it's a blessing to have some of these problems we have. Hey, what's happening with it? Good morning. It's a blessing to have some of these problems we have. Because when you think about, like, when it comes down to God elevating us and doing things on our behalf, advancing us, like, we're going to experience something, some type of resistance that's not going to feel good. We're going to deal with something or another. Each level is a different problem. So it's a blessing to have these problems that we have. If the enemy is coming up against us, that's a good thing. It's a sign that we're in God's will. It's a blessing to have some of these problems. You feel me? So ultimately, like, we won't be willing to trade shoes with someone who has less, who can't hop in a vehicle when they want to, any weather, you know what I'm saying, like, to get them from point A to Z. Like, we shouldn't be complaining. You feel me? We got clean water to drink. We know where our next meal coming from. We have a job that pay okay, decent, quite well, whatever it is. Like, we shouldn't have nothing to complain about. Nothing. Because there's a lot of individuals out there that's looking for a job and just can't seem to find one. In fact, it's a lot of individuals catching a bus, whether it's rain, sleet, or snow, blistering the cold or blazing hot, catching a bus to go to the unemployment office to try to find. It's going from job to job. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find somewhere to, you feel what I'm saying? So what are we complaining about? What are we complaining about? So it's not like this conversation isn't like getting on someone's head. It's more about let's find in our hearts to be more grateful about things in our lives, about our lives in general. Like, nothing ever going to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Nothing ever is going to always go right. It's just life. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But what is going right? What is going good? What is going good? What has God done for you? Will you consider yourself blessed? You know what I'm saying? Like, so let's shift from what we don't have, the life we wish we did have, and like focus on what we do have. Like, let's be grateful for that while we're grinding and working towards more and working towards better. Like, let's be grateful for that as we're grinding for more, as we grinding for better. Let's be grateful in the meantime while we're going after it. You feel what I'm saying? Let's do that. Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, complain. We can't complain our way all the way to the top. We would never arrive. Never arrive. And it would never be enough. If we're not grateful for the small things in life, like, it would never be enough. It would never be enough. So we're going to always be a slave to whatever it is that we're trying to obtain, acquire, accomplish. We're always going to be a slave to it. I don't play with spirits. I'm sorry. If it ain't the Holy Spirit, I don't want no parts of it. Anytime you dealing with like you dealing with spirits of ancestors and people who have died, like, that's, the Bible call that necromancy. You know what I'm saying? Like, God do not play with that. You feel me? So where it may be cute and funny to have these conversations, it's nothing to play with. It's really not. But yeah, like, let's find more to be grateful for. Because, like I said, it's a lot of individuals who aren't in a position that we're in. You know what I'm saying? They have much less, and you know what I'm saying, like, and if we're not willing to trade shoes with them, then why complain? Obviously we have something that we could be grateful for. You know what I'm saying? Like, just think about, like, from God's point of view. Like, he do quite much for us, and we don't have to ask. There are certain things that we have to ask, but there's things that he do anyway, and we don't even ask. You know what I'm saying? So imagine our Heavenly Father, like, from his point of view, we always complaining about something. We always complaining about something. Like, we're never happy about anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're programmed to look at the negative in everything. It's like that. It has to be a bit much. It has to be a bit much. And just from us, like, it has to be stressful for us to, like, look at our lives, comparing our lives to others, living our lives wishing this and wishing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of us, like, we wish this and wish that, but we're not doing anything to go make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just complain about this and that, what we don't have, and all these different type of things, but we're not doing anything to go make it happen. Like that has to be stressful, very frustrating and upsetting. Has to be. Has to be. It has to be. So as I get ready to close, um, God has been good to you. Like he has been good to me. You know what I'm saying? Like my life isn't perfect. My life isn't all put together. I don't have all that I want. My life, I can't complain. Like I desire much more. You know what I'm saying? I expect much more. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's things that, I'm working towards and want to accomplish and all these different things. So there's nothing perfect on this end, but God has been good to me. And I'm sure you probably feel the same way, and God has been good to you. You know what I'm saying? So like just look at what we do have. Look at how what are going the things that are going well. Think about the situation that you once was in that wasn't so pleasant compared to your life and your situation now. You feel me? Like think about how bad things once was, and they're not like that anymore. Think about how worse things could be for you, but they're not. You know what I'm saying? Like look at the past and like look compare the past to the future. You know what I'm saying? There's much to be grateful for. And also be grateful for the future for what you expect to come. You know what I'm saying? Like with the plans and like what you prayed for and expecting God to do on your behalf, what you personally are putting in work for, like expecting that to happen for you. Like be grateful for what's to come. You feel me? When we're grateful for more, we complain very little. And because we're grateful for more, we're more happier, less stressed and joyful. Like just with life in general. You know what I'm saying? It's not this heavy weight and this negative energy and this dark cloud like following and hovering over us. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we're grateful in that peace. Again, as we're grinding for more, but until that more come, we gonna keep grinding and we gonna keep being grateful. You know what I'm saying? Like the energy is different when we're working towards something. So let's work towards that, you know what I'm saying, while being grateful and killing that complaining. So as I close, 4 of you, what are you grateful for? 5 of you, what are you grateful for? 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 Two of you present, no one grateful for anything. So if God was to ask you, what are you grateful for? What would you say? What would you say? If God was to ask you, what are you grateful for? What would you say? One thing. You gotta give me a list. One thing. What are you grateful for? 3 of you here now. If God was to ask you, what are you grateful for? What would you tell him? You don't have to give me a whole list. Just give me one thing. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? It could be the smallest thing. It could be what you deem to be the smallest thing. What are you grateful for? Nothing? Nothing. You're not grateful for anything? You can't think of anything? Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Today, start writing you a list of the things that you're grateful for and take it to God and tell him thank you. Today, write a list of the things that you're grateful for and take it to God and tell him thank you. And every single day, let's make it a point to be intentional about thanking God for something. When we do that, the more we do that, it'll help us to start looking and searching and identifying the things that we're grateful for, and it will program our minds to always be grateful for if it's the smallest things. Even if it's the smallest things. And when we start to be grateful for the small things, we'll find ourselves less stressed out, less frustrated, and complaining less and less and less about how our lives isn't going well. We'll be able to see the things that are going well for us, the things that are going good for us, the things that could be going wrong for us, but it's actually not bad. You feel me? Like, let's be intentional by doing that. Because it sucks as God looked down on us and we can't tell him what we're grateful for. Like, we can't have this heart posture of thanksgiving because we're so focused on everything that's going wrong in our lives. How things are so imperfect. How things sucks. How things never go right. You feel me? Like, we so focused on the negative part of our lives to where we can't even be grateful for the small things. We can't even fix our lips to say thank you because we're so quick and easy and so locked in on the negative things that's going on in our lives. We can't fix our lips to tell God thank you for one thing. We can't tell him one thing that we're grateful for, that he has done for us. But then we want him to do everything for us. We want him to move heaven and earth on our behalf. But the last thing he blessed us with and done for us, like, he didn't even get acknowledged for it. In fact, we took the credit for it. It's because of what I did. It's because who I know. It's because my skill set. It's because of my degree. It's because I made the call. It's because I put forth the effort. You feel me? Anyway, so I just wanted to encourage us in that space and think about it. If you're just now tuning in, please go back and rewatch this. I'm about to hop off and give me maybe about 30 seconds to make this live public where you can go back and review it. consider this conversation, please. And let's make the adjustment. All right? Because God has always been like really good to us. And like looking at individuals who are in who are not in a position like we are, who have much less, and who's less fortunate than we are, like we have much to be grateful for. You know what I'm saying? So let that be where that's at, and let's make some adjustments. Because remember, no matter how bad life is happening to you, no matter how bad things are, always remember it can be much worse. It could be much worse. But in His grace and mercy, He have not allowed you to experience that. All right, so even with that, that's something to be grateful for. All right, so share this out. I will talk to y'all later. Man, God, thank you for always making a way, for always doing. Forgive us for this ungrateful spirit that we have. The perspective that, like the programming we have, where we focus only on the bad and the negative, to where it's interfering with us being grateful for the small things. Forgive us. You have been too good for us. You have been too good to us for us to complain about anything, because you didn't have to, and you don't have to, and in the future you still don't have to, but you still do. So thank you, because you don't have to. Help us to program our sights and our minds, and receive in our heart all that is good, all that is beneficial. Where things aren't perfect, we're grateful, because we know that it could be much worse, and that you didn't have to. So thank you again, in Jesus' name, amen. All right, family, I'm gonna holler at you guys later. Share this joint out, and until we meet again, much love. Talk to y'all later. All right, peace.